Good evening. I'm Chuck, and tonight I'm Jonesing
with Man. So tonight in this special episode, the 420 episode. No, it's not 420 episode. It's just related to 420. This is Dr. Stoner's Smokey Herb. Chuck, I want to thank you. You are going to be our very first special episode, special invited guest. And you're going to be joining us on this 420. I keep saying 420. But it's because we're doing Dr. Stoner's Smokey Herb episode.
Well, I appreciate that disclaimer.
Yeah.
Because, hi, boss. So it's just liquor.
Yeah. Just liquor. It is not Smokey Herb infused.
Indeed.
It is inspired kind of deal. So
okay.
yeah, so definitely. The kind of routine that we normally follow is we bust a bottle open, we pour a couple of neat shots, we pour a couple on the rock shots. You've seen it, and then we kind of just give our take on it. So I think that everybody typically knows what Jones likes, what Man's like. I think it's important for us to get to know the Chuckster. So, Chuck, I want to know, can you tell me, what is your spirit? What do you go to normally?
I'm a bourbon man.
Bourbon man. So, that's awesome because this is a whiskey. Not a bourbon. Actually, this is out of Virginia, and we'll talk about it a little bit more later.
Sure.
But in the bourbon wheelhouse, kind of. What's your favorite bourbon?
You're sitting in front of it back there.
They got that Blanton's out there. Yeah, that's a good one. And we're going to have a Blanton's episode kind of coming soon pretty shortly here. So maybe we can get you to kind of stop back by and sip a little Blanton's bourbon with us.
Well, don't tease me.
Don't tease you. Don't make promises I can't keep,
That's
right?
right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do you like about Blanton's?
It's just the smoothness. It's there's a very few bourbons that I can drink straight on the rocks, and it's just a smooth flavor, and it's I never need a chaser. It's just supreme. Without spending a ridiculous amount of money like Pappy's, it's
high quality, good taste, and I could feel that it takes you to a place.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so I always ask too, just to kind of let our audience or our viewers know, kind of where your taste palette lies. Mm-hmm. What do you not like? What spirit is not in your wheelhouse?
I do not enjoy gin.
Gin, pretty much, because I guess you like everything because you had to go down and listen to everybody. No, but gin is one of those things that I'm not a gin fan. You either love it or hate it. Do have, like I mentioned earlier on another episode, maybe. We do have a gin episode coming, so I want to make sure that you check that out because I think that we'll be able to expose you to something a little bit different in the gin world. And that's the cool thing about this is that there's so much alcohol out there, plenty to get used to and enjoy and get that good feeling about. So when you say you didn't like gin, was it you didn't like gin because it's the flavor of gin, or did you have what I like to call a tipsy tail that goes along with gin?
It's definitely a tipsy tail.
Well, it's just me and you. Mm-hmm. None of those people out there. You want to share?
I don't mind sharing it. There's several people that witnessed it. Gin used to be, I'll date myself a little bit, in the 90s, when I was in the military, gin used to be my drink.
Okay.
However, in the 90s, I attended a college party at a local university that will remain unnamed, and I drank a little too much gin and juice that night, and I ended up naked on a bathroom floor between two dorm rooms for hours. And so since then, I have refused to imbibe gin.
Okay, yeah. That is in fact one of the better tipsy tales that I've heard. I don't even know if I could throw one out there. I'm sure that there's a tipsy tale that involves Seagram's gin, Tampaco orange juice, North Carolina State A&T campus, and a certain co-star that is not here tonight. That I won't share. I'll leave it to them to share at some point. But you have got to hear the story. Anyway,
I want to hear it.
Yeah, you got to hear it. So I think that kind of gives us a good feel for where your palate lies as far as your spirits. So I think let's get into tasting this thing, which is what we came in for, right?
Can I open it up?
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you do the honors this time and bust the bottle open. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull us a couple of shots. And in between, this is Dr. Stoner's. Actually, a actual doctor, Dr. Craig Stoner's, he's a dentist. I think that on Hangover they said that that's not really a doctor. And he's making marijuana-infused whiskey. So I'm going to say But anyway, this is Dr. Stoner's whiskey. And it is herbally infused. But we all know what the herb infused is. But I'm super excited to taste it. He's out of Virginia. And he just kind of said, hey, this is kind of, I'm into craft spirits. And I want to kind of do my own. So this is what he's done. He's kind of put his name on it. I think on the bottle it even lists his signature. So I wonder, could you get a prescription with that? But I don't know. And, it's endorsed. I think 2017, early part of this year is when the whiskey was released. And it's only in like a couple of states. So I actually drove to Virginia to grab this. There's also, which you can probably see kind of back over here, there's a vodka too. And maybe we'll get to do the vodka on another episode. So I think let's just tear into it and give it a taste. You want to pour or you want me to pour?
I'll pour.
All right.
I do like the bottle, though.
It is. It's
cool.
It's a pretty cool bottle. Let's pop it open. Cork. Oh.
It's very...
oh,
it's very, very earthy.
As...
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
As being in the military,
yes,
I'm sure you have toured the world. Do you recognize this scent at all?
I have... I seem to have smelled that aroma.
Wow.
A few times before, yes. I believe that the front of the bottle is
a good representation.
Fairly accurate. Mm-hmm,
all right, so let's pour this. Wow. I don't know if you can get Dr. Stoner's in your state or not, or if you can order it somewhere and get it. But you have to smell this. You really have to smell this. I don't even know if I want to drink it.
It's strikingly familiar.
It is stanky. It is the stickiest of ooh-wee. Well, you know how we do. We clink them and drink them around here. So let's clink them and drink them. Kind of different.
It's definitely different.
Hold your comments because I'm still kind of figuring out where I want to be. So let me pour you a couple on the rocks. Make sure we get that in there. Let's cap that because we do not want the cops.
You can't. Somebody.
You cannot open container this.
No, you cannot. You cannot drive with that open.
You cannot drive with this.
You shouldn't ever do.
Even okay now.
No, but
even on the rocks a little bit, it gets a little fruitier. It gets kind of like
Now it smells
like that. You remember that animal stripe gum that was like red, green. Mm-hmm. I can't think of what it's called, but there's something fruit stripes. But it feels a little bit like that. So it kind of changes the profile on the rocks. But let's.
I think. Yeah, I'm not gonna keep on incriminating myself, but I believe I've Smell something similar to that.
Smell similar. But see, I think on the rocks it takes a little bit of that away.
It does.
And straight out the bottle, I mean,
smells a lot fruitier.
You canines are going to pull you over on this one.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Let's clean them and drink them. Let's taste it.
Way different.
There was a little heat on the shot.
Indeed.
Heat's gone.
He's way gone.
This is fruitier.
Absolutely.
It's like it's almost like it's mixed with something already.
And it tastes like it has a fruit juice in it, right?
Yeah. I still get a little herbal undertone, kind of. But I really get a lot more fruity flavor on the rocks than I did on the shot.
Yeah, there's quite a. I'm afraid my employers may see this, but I'm the taste that's left on my lips seems familiar.
if for someone who might have in the past that it. Long.
I mean, a long time ago.
Like just
way before.
Because in the military, you just happen to walk through a cloud,
sometimes it happens. Being in foreign countries, you have no control
over what happens. Yeah,
over what's going on. So
this is, I would say, out of all the things that we've tried, this is the most novel. I mean, the aroma is spot on for 420. Let's just leave it at that. If you are now saying, hey, today's 420 and I want to, kind of hang out with my friends and do something different, find Dr. Stoners, because this is. I mean, I'm not. I don't know anything about how it tastes. What it smells like, but I do know what it smells like, and okay. I think this scent is. I mean, if this is aroma number 9, exactly.
I mean, if you had, it's.
Yeah, the canines are coming.
Yeah. I mean, it's not familiar, but
but if
it's not unfamiliar.
If it was familiar, this would be it. Yeah,
yes, absolutely,
for sure.
I enjoy this. I will.
Okay, so I think this brings us to
absolutely
the call it point. This
Can I have a little bit more?
Yeah. So I think that we kind of already know your decision, but this is meant to be. See, look, even the color. I at first poured it. I thought our cube had melted, and there was a lot of water. But it's really, really light. It has an amber tint in the.
I mean, look at the difference
in the bottle.
The bottle's clear.
Yeah.
But.
So we've done a couple of these tonight. So we're kind of in a good space, in a good zone.
Absolutely.
So I think it's time for us to call it.
Okay.
So what do you think? Is it a flop or is it a favorite? Is it all about the novelty or is it an actual? I think their slogan is "It's crazy good."
Well, I'm going to say it's crazy good. Even the shot that I'm not generally a shot guy,
right?
Even the shot was good. It did have a burn on the finish, but I mean, how many whiskeys, bourbons do you drink?
That don't.
Right. But when you put it just over a simple cube of ice, I could drink this all night long.
Yeah.
And
there goes your Fireball, baby. I think it has, because I think Fireball is like a big novelty. It's a cinnamony and but this is, I mean, it's got its own arena of novelty.
Yeah, this is a novelty that I don't know that I would end up burning out on, because this is the taste in just this fashion right here.
It's good.
It's good. I mean, it's something that I could sip on all night long until I couldn't sip anymore.
Yeah.
I don't need to go get a Coca-Cola or a Sprite or a beer or anything to
well, you know,
turn it down.
I agree. I think it is flavorful. It's fruity. On the rocks brings a whole nother thing. I think the novelty of it makes it a great thing to have in your bar. It makes me really want to try the vodka now. I want to just crack it open and let's just do another episode.
I'm interested in the vodka too.
But it also makes me wonder, like, with the fruitiness, like, what could I do in mixing a drink with this? Mm-hmm. And having the novelty of that aroma, that sticky, icky, ooh-wee that goes with it. I would definitely, I'm going to call it. I'm going to say Dr. Stoner's is not only a favorite because of the flavor of it and the novel, but not only for the novelty of it, but also it's good.
It's good.
It's actually good.
It's good.
It's actually good. So you would call it a favorite?
That's a fave.
All right. So Craig Stoner, dentist. Not only can you fix teeth, but you got the recipe for some ooh-wee when it comes to a nice whiskey. I think it's a favorite. We look forward to tasting the vodka and whatever, because I think Dr. Stone is looking to do some other things in the future.
I'm ready to taste it.
I can see this in the environment that we're in of infused items.
Absolutely.
Now we're talking about inspired. Mm-hmm. This is definitely inspired because I work in a corporate world. But I think infused. I think this is going to be one of the first things that go infused.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I clink 'em and drink 'em. This has been another episode of Jones and Mann. Subscribe. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Any last words, Chuck?
Cheers.
Cheers. And we'll see you next time. Jones and Mann.
Jones and Mann.